Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, guys. This is going to be my Elliot Wave Count for pound yen, pound dollar, and gold, as well as euro USD. But first of all, any views, opinions, or suggestions that I expressed in this video do not constitute to trading or financial advice. So let's get started here on pound dollar. So from pound dollar, I did say from last week that we're going to continue going towards the downside and eventually hit these lows, on which we have. We've now also got a break in market structure. So, this could possibly mean, we could, see a complete, shift where, this wouldn't be considered as an ABC to a WXY, but this could now be considered as a wave one. We can see this as a wave two, the wave three here, the wave 4 here, and then this is a wave 5, and what we're simply getting here is a nice A, B, C correction to the downside before we then continue going towards the upside like that. So nevertheless, um, we are extremely bearish in this pair. However, at the same time, doesn't necessarily mean we're going to start selling it right now at this level. We are quite, we have been bearish for a very, very long time. And we've just broken also market structure as well. So I'm assuming that we are probably going to sort of start making waves to the upside in a corrective manner. And then from there, we'll probably then start to see the market is going to push more down towards the downside. But nevertheless, in terms of where I see this week, moving forward, we have sort of made moves to the upside. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is this going to continue, or are we just going to sort of come here, go back down one more time, and then start making that move to the upside? That is also a possibility. But nevertheless, just be a bit careful. Don't not necessarily just trade it to the downside as of now. We are quite bearish, but at the same time, you want to make sure that you want to always be following the trend. So, um, in terms of the long-term time frame, we are very, very bearish. So I'd rather be selling than buying this market. At the same time, if this, I mean, I did say that this could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or we could still be in that WXY wave where this will be moving as a three-way corrective structure. And the reason why I say that is because we have eventually, until we get a confirmed move where it has invalidated this level right here, then I am not going to necessarily say that we are, we're going to see some sort of move down to the downside. Um, so we could essentially be in that Y wave, and this could just be a 1, 2, 3, and then we're just going to go up, make one more high, complete the Y wave, and then we will start doing that deeper correction to sort of come in before we then continue going up. So, you know, I am bearish on this pair, but at the same time we have broken market structure. So just be a bit careful. Is this market structure, is this going to be counted as a perfect break, or could this also be a false breakout before we then continue going towards the upside and make that one more high to give us a WXY corrective structure? So, in terms of this week, maybe some more bullishness coming in, but just be very, very careful. We have broken market structure, like I said again, so bullishness, but we are extremely bearish. So don't look for the buys, look for the sells. That's my opinion. So let's go into gold. So gold, I did show you guys the triangle that I did last week, and it came out extremely nicely. I mean, that is, I don't know how many pips that was, but that was probably the entry. I mean, what, 845 pips. I mean, that's a lot basically, right? And I did say we will eventually come towards these low, and looks like we're heading towards there. Looks like we're heading towards there. Now what's after this? Well, I am gonna be assuming that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could be starting to get a correction coming in, a deeper correction, to give us a move down, which is perfectly fine. Or at the same time, this could be an A, B, and a C, and then we're actually done here. And what we're gonna actually start to see is a deeper correction coming in up before we then get one more sell towards the downside. So just be a bit careful. Gold is bearish. It's been very, very bearish for a very long time. But just I'll probably say we have a nice impulsive move here. So we have a wave one, wave two, 1, 2, then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave three, wave four, then wave five. So one. This is wave one. This is wave two. This is wave three. We probably get one more correction up into a wave four, and then we shoot down again into a wave five, and that will complete essentially the sort of impulsive move, and that will be an A, B, C. Could this become a W? We get three-way correction up into an X, and then shoot down again for a Y. So I think for the next sort of weeks to come, we could be moving uh, bullish, but in a corrective manner. Probably that wave four to come in, then we get one more sell off, and then we'll start to see that bullish movement coming in. However, at the same time, this does also look like one, two. This is the three, four, and then that's the five, which is fine. If that is if that is your count, I mean, then go for it. Then by all means, then that means the impulsive move has been completed, and we are essentially going to head towards the upside for an A, B, C corrective move, and or WXY, and then that will probably give us our X wave, and then we look to sell it again, basically. So just be very, very careful. At the same time, this could also, I mean, we have got the wave W. So we have a three waves here, an A, B, C into wave W, a wave X, and now the wave Y. Now the wave Y is moving. That's how a wave Y moves, right? So a wave Y could either move in a it moves in three waves. So one, two, three. Then we get three waves up, and then another one, two, and three. Or it could move in sort of five ways, but we don't have that here. So it's just, to me, I see this as A, B, C. We get one more move up, and then another A, B, C, and then we go to the upside. So just be a bit careful. And yeah, I'm probably gonna see a bit more bullishness coming into this pair before we start getting more sell-offs essentially. But yeah, overall, bearish, short term, possibly bullish. Um, let's go on to pound yen. So pound yen has been doing very, very nicely as well. We did get that sort of leading ending diagonal to come in eventually, and we're now sort of getting that move towards the upside. And what we could possibly see is this market essentially moving towards the upside, but however, it's going to be moving towards the upside in a corrective manner. So what does that mean? It means that I genuinely believe that we are still in this wave 4 correction. This wave 4 hasn't been completed yet, and what we're seeing is essentially a move to the upside in three waves, and come back up to test the trend line to then sell off again to the downside before we then get that push to the upside. So we are still in that corrective move as the wave 4, but you can say we are bullish in terms of short term, but it's correctively bullish, if that makes sense. So yeah, have this nice trend line up and running, see what happens once it hits that. If we get a nice pin bar, and then that will simply be our A, B, C, W, that will be our X, and then look for that Y to sort of come down towards these levels right here, and then we get one more push up for that wave 5 push. Then we get probably that will complete the wave 5, that will complete the bigger wave 3, and then we'll come for a huge wave 4 correction, possibly retesting the trend line, and then we get one more push to the upside, and then we shoot down. So just be very, very, very careful. This is a pair that likes to move when it does, and when it corrects, it will correct for ages. So be patient with this pair. Let it come to that trend line. Let it give you the price action confirmation before you look to get into an entry with this pair. But in terms of the overall direction, short term bullish, long term bearish. Euro USD. So this pair was actually recommended with one of my closest friends. So he decided me to do Euro USD. He told me to do Euro USD. I said, hey, that's no problem. So I thought, yeah, we'll give it a go. So I thought, yeah, I mean, where we are currently, well, in terms of what we see in terms of fundamentals, right, we see that the German economy has also shrunk. So everything looks pretty bearish when it comes to like things like the ECBs and the other European countries around the world. For me, Euro USD just basically screams bearish to me. So I didn't necessarily do the full annotations of it, and the reason why is because I don't really want to show you the full annotations, but nevertheless, I'm just giving you a little bit of a little bit of annotation right here. So, what we have here is a nice ABC into a W, ABC into an X. This is a nice triple combo. So ABC into a wave Y, ABC into a wave X, and we're coming down for that wave Z. Now, with that being said, we could be possibly finish this correction. So this is essentially a wave A. This is the wave B, and we could be coming down for that wave C to take out these lows towards the downside. Woo. Um, Euro USD hit the $1 mark again, or go even below that again. There is a possibility. I am assuming that will happen, and we could look for that sell to come towards the 82 level in terms of long term. In terms of short term, we have been extremely bearish. We have been going down for a few days, so we could start to see eventually a sort of correction coming back in um, to essentially, just, we've got market structure breaks here. It's just taking out this low. We also that got that has also broken market structure here as well. And we could start to see that market eventually just come in for a little, you know, correction to the upside before we then get that sell off. So short term maybe bullish, long term bearish. Hope you guys like my analysis. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. I do have a Patreon for those people that are interested in mentorship. I will be changing the prices as well, and I'll keep you guys updated with that, just to make it easier for everyone if people do want to join. But nevertheless, please do like, comment, and share. If you want me to check out any specific pairs, whether it be indices, equities, just name the put the pairs down in the comments below, and I'll see if I can add them to my next video. But nevertheless, hope you guys have a great trading week. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.